A retainer sounds great when you're the production company. Predictable work, predictable money. But if that's the main reason you're selling it, the client probably shouldn't buy it. A good retainer is a system. The client gets content consistently, and you stop starting from zero every month. That's why the best retainers should feel useful on both sides. For us, scheduling and cash flow become more predictable. For the client, they have a production partner who already knows the brand. I have a podcast client like this. We know the cadence, deliverables, and editing style. Less time coding the same job, more time making it. But this only works if expectations are clear early. A monthly fee shouldn't mean unlimited video. Define the shoot days, deliverables, revisions, turnaround, and what actually counts as extra work. Also spell out scheduling, cancellations, and whether unused work rolls over. That boring stuff protects both sides. And I want another perspective from someone who works with brands all the time. My friend Alan runs Twin Lens Productions, so I wanted to hear how he approaches this from the client side. So here we are with Alan, before we get into it. What is this, man? What is this?
It's my new / used GFX 100 RF. I took this one the other day. I've been testing out a bunch of stuff, but it's just like a...
What's the resolution on this guy?
102 megapixels. It's so nice. I love it.
102 megapixels. And I thought my R5 45 megapixels was a lot, but no, you decided to get 102.
Pretty rig that still uses batteries and what's it called? MPFs and the.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, it works.
Pass. Are we gonna see this replaced by an FX5?
No.
And why is that?
Because I refuse to get the FX5. Just because I don't need it. I'm waiting for the FX6 Mark II, or whatever they decide to call it. Just because I need internal NDs.
Because this is your portable guy.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't need the open gate, and I don't need the extra features.
Yeah, if it doesn't fit your workflow.
Yeah. Why even get it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris has an FX5 coming in like a week or two.
How did you get that? Isn't that back ordered?
Well, yeah, pre-order.
Oh, pre-order.
They just updated, I think today or yesterday.
Oh,
they
gosh.
just finally gave a date for when it's coming.
All right. Good, I gotta ask your permission. Because I'm gonna post this online. I'm gonna ask you why you got the FX5.
The FX5?
All right, I gotta put this guy. Why the FX5?
Yeah, because I'm not even a Sony guy. Yeah, but everyone I shoot with shoots Sony, and I feel like I just needed to have a Sony camera. But honestly, the biggest thing really is the Tilta PL autofocus.
That really came out with, 3 months ago?
Yeah, so I have that, and I have the Vespid. So just a combination of the latest Sony plus that PL adapter with my Vespid 2.
Yeah.
And honestly, the biggest thing is so all my gear needs to make money, and so I'm gonna rent it out like crazy. So my primary goal is to just rent it out until I recoup the cost of it.
And it's funny because I sent him, they made this YouTube video case study about Sony cameras, saying I'm not saying Sony is the best camera in the world. I'm just saying they got an ecosystem where every industry uses it.
Yeah.
That's not bashing on the cameras.
No, but I don't prefer Sony.
Exactly.
Yeah, I shoot Canon, Red, Nikon before Sony, and Fuji before Sony. But Sony is just reliable autofocus. It actually works, but also the ecosystem. Everyone knows it. Anytime that I bring someone to a machine, I hand them my Canon camera, they're like, how do I do it?
And other clients around the country.
So this is the WeWork of creatives.
Pretty much. I don't even want to put WeWork on there because there's so much other thing, kind of just collective of creatives and different businesses, just working together to create something bigger than the sum of its parts. I've been here for 1.5 years, and Leo's been running this business for 15 years. They don't even know how to describe it yet, and it's been 15 years because it's so many things put together that one label just can't actually showcase that.
So something I thought about when you were giving this little tour is you prefer to separate your workspace from your home space.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of guys advocate for that home desktop, which I'm not a fan of. Home is home. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, 100%. I mean, for me, I prefer to be away from home. It's funny because I think I get that from my mom. I prefer to be outside of my house most of the time. And when I want to relax and like, you know, get away from the world, I go. But having a workspace where I can come in and do the work and then get out of there without having to like put any of my gear or anything in the house is like it creates a good like work-life balance, to be honest.
Yeah, you separate the two. On with the tour, though.
Exactly.
If you had to pick one important aspect on building a retainer system with a client, what would it be? Why? If you had to summarize that.
One important aspect, I mean, what do you want to touch on? That's like what part of the retainer? Like
The agreement.
the agreement. I think at the end of the day, if you, let's say you're starting out and you don't really know how to build contracts, starting out with a solid contract that clearly defines the deliverables and the roles and what you do and not do within this job is probably one of the most important things.
Yeah.
It kind of lays the land for your job going forward.
Yeah.
I think if you can set up a good contract where, you know, you're not being overworked or taken advantage of, and the client clearly knows what they're getting at the end of the day, that's good. Yeah.
Solid answer.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I mean, retainers it's a whole thing. It's
Yeah.
like, it's not something that you can just get into.
You gotta be good at it.
You gotta be good at it, and
Position.
you can't be lazy with retainers.
No.
Like by nature, I'm a lazy person. Like if I had the opportunity to sit on the couch for fucking 10 hours, I probably would.
Yeah.
But I want to keep myself busy, and running a business like this keeps you really freaking busy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. There's way more to retainers than even like this. This is a very surface level conversation.
I agree.
But there's a lot to learn about this stuff, and contracts and protection for yourself, and how do you define deliverables for clients, and how much are those deliverables worth in comparison to other clients? Because I have some clients that their deliverables are very different from each other.
Yeah.
Whereas but they're the same price. One's like video, one's photo, and how do you quantify like how much you're actually making from that?
Yeah.
And also like giving up on the idea that, hey, like I deserve to make this much for this amount of work. It's just not always going to work like that.
Yeah, give and take.
Exactly. And like, you know, with small businesses too, like it's pretty lucrative if you really like get quite a bit of clientele, but at the same time it can be very small business clients can be very demanding because they're paying for a service, and they're not like Adidas or Nike of the world. Like they don't have infinite cash to spend.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be a lot more vigilant, a lot more like hands-on with the stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta leave ego at the door for a lot of this stuff.
And usually I feel when you're working with the small businesses, not a lot of these small businesses have a quote unquote marketing director. It's usually just the owner you're talking to.
Exactly.
So it's interesting to navigate someone that has personal stake in that small business.
Exactly.
So
And there's ego there too sometimes.
that's true.
There's ego sometimes. There's ideas that you may not agree with, but you kind of either have to roll with it or try and guide them away from that idea. I can't tell you how many times I've like told some people like, hey, like you should not do what you think, like you should not do this, like this decision is probably not good for the look of this. You kind of have to act as your own art director as well sometimes, because there's no budget for art direction.
Yeah.
There's no budget for styling, so you have to be your own stylist a lot of the time. It's kind of crazy. I mean, now I'm moving more into the commercial world where it's a lot more like, you know, streamlined. There's an art director, there's a director just in general, there's product styling, there's food styling, you know, what have you. And like I can focus just on the photo or the video.
Yeah.
The value to your clients is still something that I ask myself on a daily basis. Like, for example, actually let me preface this by every client is different. So
Yep.
it's kind of a hospitality thing at the same time. Like if you don't like customer service, don't do this because it's all fucking customer service oriented.
Yeah.
So it's, you really have to be communicative with your clients and be like, hey, like, what's going on? What, like, give me some feedback. What are you missing that I can, change to help you out? Or having the foresight to just change it for them. And then my example is a couple weeks ago, I had a new client that I signed earlier this year. They're on their second quarter, I think. Actually, third quarter of the year now. But going into the third quarter, they had pushed the second quarter shoot into the third quarter because they had some like trouble going into it. They were like, hey, like we're not probably going to be able to shoot until the next quarter. Let's just bundle the 2 shoots in those 3 months. I was like, okay, for sure. But the way that these clients are, they're so busy running the shop, it's kind of hard to also maintain like the calendar of like, hey, like when are we going to be shooting? What's like, oh, we have to make this big thing, and let's like just set aside a time when we actually have the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes these things just get pushed and pushed and pushed, or like put on the back burner. But to the point, I had a meeting with them for this next shoot, which is supposed to happen next week. And I was just like, guys, look, the way that things are going right now, I think it would probably be more beneficial if I come in and bring a lot less equipment, just make it like a really kind of run and gun thing, get you guys some good images, but on a more regular basis, where you don't have to really be there either.
Yeah.
It could just be going in and capturing the shop, and then whenever we have like more of a detail thing, like menu shots or stuff like that, I can just set up something real quick and make it simple. So that way you're not having to spend as much time and all this stuff.
Yeah. You know what, that's a really cool story to hear, because my takeaway was that is you as the expert for this retainer, you're going in showing them, hey, I know what I can do. And then that way you can focus on operational and other aspects of your business while I'll take care of, well, you, the expert, take care of the creative. And I feel like that kind of shows, 1, your expertise, 2, initiative, and 3, that you're just there to help them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's cool to hear.
It's funny, I always tell my clients, I'm like, literally like every call, I'm like, yeah, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Like that's my thing. Like I don't, like yes, I am here for a paycheck at the end of the day, but it's more than that. I care about the people that I work with.
Yeah.
I want them to succeed, because if they're succeeding, I'm succeeding.
Yeah.
And it just makes me happy to see clients, like during that same call, they were like, yeah, that's like, honestly, like we were like thinking about that, and we were like, oh man, like we can't change anything in our contract. Like, Alan's coming in like once a quarter for this. And I'm like, what's the difference if I come in once a quarter for 8 hours and shoot versus like 2 hours every like month, or like 2.5 hours every month? There's nothing bad about that.
Yeah.
It's just thinking about it differently, like, and having that foresight and that customer service mentality to be like, hey, like this isn't working, let's switch it up and make it work, so that by the time the contract is about to end, they're like, hey, we want to do this again next year.
Because this is where production companies can get it backwards. A retainer isn't valuable because it gives us recurring revenue. It's valuable when the client gets recurring results. Maybe it's podcasts, maybe it's monthly photos and reels, maybe it's regular product content. The deliverables can change. The question isn't, what problem are you solving consistently? If you can't answer that, project-based work might make more sense. The goal isn't to get someone to pay you every month. It's to become useful enough that working together every month makes sense. That's when a retainer stops feeling like a contract and starts feeling like a partnership.